Hello and welcome. My name is Jody from Yoga by the Lake and welcome to my studio. Today I will invite you to join me in a gentle yoga practice where we'll be using our blocks. You'll need 2 blocks for this practice. We're going to start in a gentle seat. Feel free to take your blocks and support your knees. And the hands can be wherever feels right for you today, either down to ground, up to energize, or in the lap. And we're just going to start by getting really present, noticing the body, temperature in the room, just coming into the space for a moment here. Taking in a nice deep breath, we're going to roll the shoulders up towards the ears and drop them down the back body, just to elongate the spine. And we're going to start with some gentle pranayama today, some breath work. We're going to do a 4-count breath. So when you're ready, you can place the hands at the belly if it helps. And we're going to inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, inhaling, pausing, and exhaling. Good. Let's bring the hands up into Anjali Mudra and take a moment to set your intention for today's class. Maybe that is to simply just be present in the moment. Leave the to-do list outside of your practice off the mat. And bring the intention deep into the heart space and let it grow and resonate within you. And when you're ready, let's rub the hands together, just creating our own warmth here. And then once those hands are nice and toasty warm, cup them over the eyes. Bathe the eyes in warmth. Blink the eyes open underneath the palms. And then allow the hands to come down to the lap. Welcome. We're going to start by removing the blocks from underneath the knees and taking a nice wide-legged child's pose. And the arms can be out in front if this feels good for you, or you can place the hands stacked underneath the forehead for a little bit more of a restorative feel here. And just start to bring the breath into the kidney space. Deep breathing. Just notice whatever happens to be going on inside the body. And when you're ready, if it feels right, you can bring the arms out long and over to the left and just stack the palms on top of each other. Taking in a nice deep breath alongside of the body. Clearing out any cobwebs, any residual energy from your day. And when you're ready, walking the hands back to center. And then over to the right. We'll stack the palms on top of each other and just find a deep stretch through the left side body. Let the head fall to the floor as you breathe here. And start to make your way back to center. We're going to press up through into our tabletop. And stacking the knees underneath the hips. Gentle calf stretch here. Send the left foot out long behind you. Press the heel back. Just feel a nice gentle stretch. Try not to bounce here. If you need to take a break, or the knees are causing any sensations to arise, you can place a blanket underneath the knees for a little added support. Beautiful. Returning to tabletop. Let's go ahead and do the opposite leg now. Pressing the toes into the earth, sending the heel back. And breathing here through the sensation. If it's ever too much on the wrist, you can always come down to the forearms and shake out the head. Relax any tension in the face and the jaw and the shoulders. Beautiful job. Breathing here. Good. Let's return to our tabletop. And from here, we're going to reach that left arm out nice and long, like we're shaking someone's hand. Feel the engagement in the back body, a little engagement in the torso. Just reach, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. And feel certain muscle groups firing up through the back and the abs. A little shaking is normal. Good, let's go ahead and release that hand down and pick up through the right hand. Good, reach it out nice and long, like you're going to shake somebody's hand. You're reaching towards your goals. You're feeling the engagement in your core. Just breathe here. Be gentle with yourself, gentle in your thoughts and your movements and your breath. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and place that hand right back down. From here, let's go ahead and take our blocks on level 2 and step forward with our left foot into a low lunge with the knee down. Just take a moment here, setting the hips, feeling the gentle stretch through the hip flexors. And when you're ready, maybe that left arm goes nice and long, though that might feel a little bit of tension in the shoulder. So go ahead and bring it to the waist, or even just drop that arm down behind the head. Good. Go ahead and release the twist. Come back to neutral. We're going to come all the way up into our crescent lunge with our knee down. Pulling on that left wrist, we're going to get nice and long through the left side body. Feeling a gentle stretch as we open up through the ribs. A little bit of balance here. Just breathe. Good. Let's return back to our crescent and bring the hands back to frame the foot. We're going to move into our half Hanuman here. So go ahead and take the blocks on a higher level and send that left foot out so the toes creep up. Send the hips back. Straighten up that knee. Beautiful. And then we're going to pull it back into our low lunge all the way into crescent. And we're just going to repeat that. Coming back into half Hanuman. And then lifting the arms as we flow through to crescent lunge. One more time, your own timing. Beautiful. And we'll end in a crescent lunge. Then go ahead and reset the blocks. We're going to send the hips back into a child. Take a breath here as we roll up. Come into a low lunge with our knee down. This time on the right side. Find your blocks. Place them underneath the palms, framing the foot. And this time we're going to rotate towards the right. So lift that right arm all the way up or place it behind the head if that feels better in the shoulder, or you can even take the side, placing the hand on the hip. Good. And come all the way back to our low lunge. We're going to find a crescent lunge here. Let's go ahead and engage the arms, lift them up over the head, and we'll take the arm. We're going to take the right arm over to the left, breathing deep into the right side body. Good. Bring it all the way back up to neutral. And bring the hands back down to frame the feet. We're going to take our half Hanuman on this side. Let's go ahead and stretch those toes all the way up. Let the head fall forward. Blocks are supporting. If you'd like them, they're there. And then into our crescent lunge. You have the option of lifting the arms in our crescent lunge or keeping them on the blocks for stability. Whatever feels right in your body today, just take it. Move the blocks back with your breath. Set yourself up. Beautiful. Meet all the way in a low lunge with our knee down. Find yourself back in tabletop. Good. And start to walk the feet all the way to the top of the mat. And take a very gentle forward fold here. Bend deep in the knees. And then slowly ragdoll the self back to standing. We're going to take a Tadasana, mountain pose. Now you can set up your blocks here. We're going to come into pyramid. So I take the blocks on the highest level and then just reach that right foot out nice and wide. We don't want to be standing on a tightrope for this. And as we start to hinge forward, maybe you keep the knee bent, maybe you practice straightening it. Shake out the head, breathe here. Good. When you're ready, you're going to bend deep into that front knee. And send the right foot behind it to cross the feet. And then we're doing a cross-legged forward fold. Nice big breath in, and then exhale as you gently fold over your legs. Use the blocks to help you. This can be a very intense stretch for the IT band, the back of the legs. Good. And gently come out of this. Heel toe, the feet apart, come back and do a gentle forward fold. Bend the knees deep, ragdoll the body back up to standing into Tadasana, mountain pose. So we're going to step back with the left foot now. Keeping the blocks at their highest level. The legs form a triangle for pyramid pose, but we don't want to be on our tightest tightrope, so just walk that left foot away from the midline and then just spilling over the front leg. Maybe the knees are bent. Use your blocks to help you support. If you need to adjust them on a lower level, you can do that. Maybe you shake out the head gently. Maybe you breathe deeply here. Beautiful. Let's bend deep into that right knee, and then we're going to cross the right foot over the left. Find a halfway lift and then just spill over this cross-legged forward fold. Breathe deep here. Feel the sensations as they arise. Releasing the jaw. Sending the breath into the kidney space. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and release that gently, coming back into a gentle forward fold. Just take a moment to ragdoll it all out here, grabbing opposite elbows. Maybe you rock in this half circle motion. Just let all the tension come out of the spine. Bend deep in the knees. And slowly start to roll all the way back up to standing. We'll take our mountain pose. Beautiful. So we're going to add a bit of balance to this practice. Go ahead and start by rooting down through the left leg and send the right leg up, bending the knee. Find your dristy or focal point. Take a breath here. And then return that foot gently down to the earth. We're going to do the same thing, other side. Pressing down into the right leg this time. Lifting up through the left knee. Keep it nice and bent. Find your drisdi, a focal point. And then when you're ready, just gently sending that foot back down to the earth. You can shake out the standing leg. Let's go ahead and find the tips of our toes. Our heels are raised as our toes press down into the earth, sending the arms up overhead. Just activating through the back of the legs, finding this nice big stretch. And then we'll send the heels down to the earth. Swing the arms around the body, tapping gently on the back of the kidney space as you bend deep in opposite knee, kind of like a twist top. Coming into stillness. Send the right foot all the way back. We'll take a nice wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to start up nice and tall here. Big breath in as we elongate through the spine. And then exhale, start to spill the torso forward. Maybe you take a block underneath the head or underneath the hands. We'll send the fingers towards that back edge of the mat. And just breathe here. And feel the weight in the balls of the feet. Feel active legs all the way up to the hips. If you need to switch up the block to make it a little bit more comfortable as you start to release down, you may. Start to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Bring the hands to the hip and flat back as we inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Let's bring that left foot back to meet the right and take a nice big inhale, arms up overhead, and swan dive gently down to a forward fold. I'm going to come into one of my favorite postures, Malasana squat. So if you'd like to build yourself a little chair by using a block behind the bottom, and send the hips down low, open up the knees nice and wide. Maybe you press the elbows into the soft space of the knee. Coming into Anjali Mudra as you press the knees wide. And just breathe here, releasing the hips down to the earth. When you're ready, just press the hands into the earth, send the hips up high, remove your block. We're going to find tabletop. And then gently make your way to a wide-legged child's pose. You can stack the hands if that feels good, or keep the arms out nice and long and wide, sending the hips back towards the heels. From here, let's roll back up to our tabletop. And take the left arm all the way up towards the sky, and then rotate to thread the needle, bringing the temple down to the earth. Just breathe here. We carry a lot of tension and stress in our jaw and our shoulders, so just take a moment. Just breathe. And when you're ready, let's send the hips back and ragdoll that arm out. And take it to the other side. Big breath in as we find the rotation through the right arm all the way up to the sky, and then thread the needle right underneath the shoulder, bringing that temple down to the earth. And just breathe here. And when you're ready, we're going to send those hips back. And then ragdoll that arm out in tabletop. Let's go ahead and find puppy pose. So sending the hands out all the way to the front of the mat. And then just letting the chest start to melt down. Your chest might not hit the mat, and that's okay. Just visualize it. It's a big stretch through the back here. And then start to walk yourself forward until you're laying all the way down on your belly. You might have to shimmy back. Let's take the palms underneath the chin and rock those hips from side to side, releasing any tension in the low back. Good. From here, we'll find Sphinx. Place the elbows underneath the shoulders. Forearms and palms press into the earth. If you like, you could drop the chin here towards the chest. You could even place a block at the third eye and just let the head rest here for a moment. Breathe here. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and release the posture, bring the head back up, and then melt down. Maybe you place the hands underneath the chin and rock out those hips. Let's bring the right leg parallel to the right hip. In this little bent knee posture here, just releasing tension. Let gravity do its job. Sending that hip down towards the earth. And start to make your way back to neutral. Rock out those hips, and then we'll do the same thing with the left side. Sending that knee up and just allowing the hip to melt towards the earth. Let gravity do its job. Let that left leg come back to meet the right. Rock out those hips once again, just releasing any residual stress or tension. And we'll press back up to our tabletop. Let's go ahead and find a seat and staff bent knee here as we slowly roll down all the way down onto our back. We're going to take figure four with the left foot over the right knee, clasping the hands around the shin as we start to bring that knee towards our nose, and maybe you rock gently from side to side here. Keep both feet nice and flexed. And finding stillness when it makes sense for you. When you're ready, you can gently release. We'll bring the hands to the top of the knees. Just do big circles here, massaging into the glutes. And go from one way and then the next. And when you're ready, we'll bring the right foot over the left knee, clasping the hands around the shin. Keep both feet nice and flexed. Maybe you rock gently here. Just noticing sensation. And then when you're ready, you can slip into stillness. And just breathe. Let the thoughts be of the sensations that arise in the posture. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. We're going to bring the hands back to the tops of the knees and just do nice big circles here. We'll come into our happy baby. So bring the knees out nice and wide. Hands clasp the outer edge of the foot if that's available. Maybe you come into stillness when you're ready. And then from here, we're just going to fall over onto our right spine, just a little to the right. Release the left foot and place the hand on the right foot. And then let that left foot fall through time and space. The knee can stay bent. Just breathe here. This may look very familiar to you. It's lizard, but on our back. So we're letting gravity do the work here. Keeping it gentle and restorative. When you're ready, let's bring that left foot back into happy baby and just rock it out here. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So go ahead and release the right foot. Send it through time and space as that right hand takes the left foot now. And just breathe into the hip, into the spine. When you're ready, take a nice deep breath in and come back into happy baby. And gently rock it out or find stillness. Ready, we'll bring the knees deep into the chest. Now for our final rest, we're going to take the blocks underneath the thighs at a 45-degree angle right above the knee. Let the legs spill out from the torso. Take up as much room as you like. Palms face up. And in this final rest, just take a moment to be extremely present in your body, your breath, the sensations around you. Take this time for you. Deepening the breath, wiggling fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles, rocking the head gently from left to right. Maybe the arms stretch up overhead and you stretch like you're waking from your nap. Mindful of the blocks, maybe you remove them. We're going to slowly roll over onto either side in fetal position. Let the lower arm be a pillow for the head. You just press the hands into the earth and come all the way up to a gentle seat. We'll meet in Anjali Mudra. And from here, we'll end today's practice with just a bit of gratitude. Gratitude for showing up to the practice today, for honoring your body and its needs. And let this gratitude fill your cup. And I thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and we bow. Namaste. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And thank you so much for watching and joining me on this practice. I hope you have a warm and absolutely gorgeous rest of your day.